0-2 is taken for ball one.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Popped up. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelid.
Now batting, catcher, Robinson.
0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through. Strike one to start the at-bat. Here's the pitch. Ball one.
That's off the plate.
3 runs, 4 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
Digging in and looking for more, Jose Altuve. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. Curveball looked at here for strike one. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And here's a ball hit in the air. Heading after it is Judge, but this will land untouched. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. 5 innings complete, all tied 3-3. Here's D. Gordon now. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
The center fielder, number 14, D. Gordon.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Now the bunt attempt hits him here, but they're going to say he offered at it, and that's the first strike. Oh, he breaks off a beauty there. 0-2 now. Here's Verlander now on 0-2. Swing and a liner. And that'll get by into left field, so he's on to lead off the inning.
Hey, give the hitter credit right there. He was ready for that heater.
Now batting.
0-2. But Dan, I question the pitch selection. You know, sometimes as a pitcher, you don't want to give a good hitter the same pitch back to back to back, 3 pitches in a row. His thinking might have been right there. He had gone off speed 2 pitches in a row. Maybe he had him set up for the fastball. He guessed wrong. Decisions like that have to be made knowing who you've got at the plate. This guy can put one over the fence, no problem. So that wasn't very smart baseball.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeJong as Verlander jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And another foul ball. The next 0-2. High in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting. The first
now at the plate, look, Voit. No hits to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a ball 1-0.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
1-1 the count now. This one's down to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and his side is retired. Yanks held in check. On to the bottom of inning number 6, tied 3 apiece. Stepping in is Josh Reddick, as he'll be the one leading things off for Houston in the 6th.
The right fielder, Josh Reddick.
First delivery to him on the way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Conforto arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down.
Now batting, shortstop.
Striding in for Houston, Carlos Correa. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And a high strike there, 0-1. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. Ready with another 0-2. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row.
The center fielder, number 4.
On an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit. This guy's about as good as it gets. Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
0-1 the count. Fastball called for strike 2.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised.
Torres has it, and he is in there.
He's safe. Hit and run right there. I know the guy had to pull up on second base.
Number 10.
The ball didn't get to the outfield, but you know what? You'll take the knock. First and second, regroup. Let's see what happens.
Now both runners on the move. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple of runners on base, but not here. That was 2 good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Lined hard toward right center. But this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out.
Up next for the Astros,
ready
the designated hitter,
again,
Joey
Gallo. As he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. And he runs it in on him and gets him to swing through it for strike 1.
You know, you love a guy who attacks the zone, but sometimes I think you could throw too many strikes. That could be the case right here. This offense is going to the plate, just pulling the trigger on everything.
Fly ball right down the line in left. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for the Astros. 6 innings are in the books. Score holds it 3-3. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. Game 4 is off to the 7th inning now, but before we get it started, let's check out our game summary to this point. Aaron Judge will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take you back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard.
Wow, he was willing that thing to get out of here. Would have given them the lead right here
now
late in the game, but it ends up hitting off the wall, and he heads into second with an extra base hit. We'll see if the next man up can come through in the clutch here.
Into the box, Gary Sanchez. Line towards center field. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. But he had no intention of going anywhere as he'll stay at second base with one away now.
Second baseman, Labor.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Torres. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. Now some action out in the Houston bullpen as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Pickoff move to second, and he's back standing. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. A dive, and he knocks it down. And the recovery throw is too late, and there are 2 on with 1 away now.
Hey, that's nice execution right there. Swung through the first slider, got it again, stayed tall, kept his hands back, didn't try and do too much, and delivered a nice base hit.
So striding forward now, Michael Conforto. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch on its way from Verlander. Circle change there, called strike 1. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Line to the right side. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. And that'll bring in the go-ahead run from third. It's now a 4-3 game.
The designated hitter.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Here comes the Astros skipper up out of the Houston dugout.
Your
and
attention,
he's going to
please.
motion for the bullpen.
Now
that'll end the evening
Astros.
for Justin Verlander.
Number 31.
So he'll depart after 6 in the third, and he'll have no shot at a victory here in this one.
We got time.
In now, DJ LeMahieu, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. His past numbers against Hector Rondon. He's 4 for 14. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look at that, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
Into the box now, Matt Duffy, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready with the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Somebody needs to tell his hitter he better get it going, or that bat's going to get blown out of his hands. Those are 2 horrific late swings.
A pause, and the 0-2. Popped into the air, back behind second. And Altuve will put the squeeze on this one, and that ends the inning. Yankees forced to settle for 1. Time to get up and stretch here at Minute Maid Park. The Yankees lead it 4-3. Alex Bregman will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the third inning.
Third baseman.
This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. And that's up and in for ball 1. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2. This one's down to third. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other. One away.
The left fielder, number 11.
Now batting, A.J. Pollard. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Pitch on the way. A bouncer up the middle. DeYoung fields it cleanly. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Up next for the Astros.
Now to the plate, Robinson Chirinos. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. They still trail it here 4-3. Derek Law has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number
Leading
64.
off the inning, D. Gordon, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Down the third baseline. A dive, but he can't make the play, and it's down the left field line. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, back in the day, you would hope the leadoff man can work a walk or leg out an infield single, but not in today's game. Now they expect the leadoff hitter to have a little pop, just like this guy. Nice leadoff double.
Riding in once again, Paul DeYoung. Going to rub go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide at first. Law, the former San Francisco Giant, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is a get it.
And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. So a runner stands at third.
Now back.
One man is out. And up next, the power bat of Luke Voigt. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage. You know, D-Row.
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. And now the runner from third scores to give them a very important insurance run.
The right fielder,
Dan, that's a
99.
huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo, tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Now a throw over to first. Here's the first pitch to him. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Turned on down the line, but this will get foul for strike 2. Now a throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Pitch is popped up. Gurriel has a play, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now back.
Signing in, Gary Sanchez. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Reddick. On the warning track, he makes the catch. A run on 2 hits for the Yankees. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's into the box now.
Leading off for the Astros,
hit the ball pretty well in his last
the
at
second
bat,
baseman,
but it resulted in a line out.
Altuve.
Yeah, man,
Your
but as he
attention,
walks
please.
to the plate right here,
Now
he feels good building off that last
Number
AB.
27,
He hit that ball on the screws.
Nate Eovaldi is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Two balls and a strike to Jose Altuve. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Here's another 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Final line there for the Yankees starting pitcher.
Now
and he really delivered
the
a
right
fantastic postseason performance.
Ready.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. Duffy in foul ground, and no one will track it down. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Reddick behind a ball and 2 strikes.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
Conforto sprinting after it. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Now batting. Shortstop.
Here's Carlos Correa now. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. In there, strike 1. Down and away, ball 1.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
High in the air out to center field. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3.
Your
Trevor
attention, please.
Rudolph enters from the
Now
pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score
Number
right where it
16,
is heading to the bottom of the
Trevor
9th.
Rudolph.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Takes this the other way to right, and a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. The 9th inning's underway with a leadoff man aboard via the single.
Hey, this looks like it could
Now
be a
batting.
potential
Left
add-on
fielder.
inning here in the 9th. Add-on gives some
Conforto.
breathing room to their pitcher going into the bottom of the inning, D-Row.
Yeah, you love when the offense stays aggressive, and you also like giving your relief pitcher a chance to breathe a little bit, not having to come out there with just a 1-run lead.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a line drive. And there's a base hit as well as that's into center field. 2 straight hits to kick off the 9th.
Hey, guys, he's not known for being a
Now
singles
batting,
hitter right here, but that's
designated
his
hitter,
second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Stepping in now, DJ LeMahieu, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Sent on the ground out to second. There's one to Gurriel, and they get them both.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
First delivery to him on the way. Out in front as he grounds this one to short. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. One left for the Yankees as they hang on to their 5-3 lead. So striding in, George Springer.
Leading up for
He's
the
looking
Astros,
for hit number 3 here
the
in this
center
at-bat.
fielder, George Springer. Ladies and gentlemen, your
So with a
attention,
safe
please.
situation on tap,
Now
they'll hand the ball over to a formidable force
Number
indeed.
54,
The very
Aroldis
hard-throwing left-hander Aroldis Chapman. Here comes the first pitch. Changeup, a little bit inside, 1-0. Astros center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
Popped him up. Torres over to his left, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The first baseman,
Now at the
number
plate,
10,
Yuli Gurriel.
Gurriel.
He's hit this in 3 at-bats to this point.
Gurriel.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike. Hit on the ground to third. Duffy takes it in. On to first, and now the Astros are up against it, down to their final out now.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
designated hitter,
Joey
Gallo. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Here it comes, 1-0. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. 2-run game, last of the ninth with 2 away. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul. So a missed opportunity there. Last strike now for Houston. Counts even 2-2 to Joey Gallo.
2-2.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Man, facing Chapman is not for the faint of heart as he unleashes fireball after fireball. Gets the final out here and another save. What a weapon Chapman is.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
And this evening's contest comes to a close. 5-3 the final. The New York Yankees now trail 3-1 in this league championship series. John Gray takes home the win. So
First
that's
for
a
the
wrap for us
victorious
here
Yankees,
tonight. For my
5
partners in
runs
booth,
on 11
Mark
hits,
DeRosa and Dan
no errors.
Plesac
They
and
left
Heidi
4
Watney
men
on
on
the field.
base.
This is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
Time of the ball
Have a
game,
good night,
3 hours
everybody.
and 4 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Minute Maid Park, 41,168. The Astros thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely. Good night.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Inside the Show, your source for all postseason news. Here's a recap of yesterday's playoff baseball. The New York Yankees got 11 hits overall as they got a win over the Astros in Houston, 5-3. For Game 5 of the NLCS, the Cubs amassed 14 hits in the game as they defeated the visiting Giants 8-4. They now have a 3-2 series lead going into Game 6. And that'll do it for today's postseason recap. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 5 of the American League Championship Series between the New York Yankees and the Houston Astros. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, this is still anyone's series here as we get ready for Game 5.
Well, they're down 3-1, so it's do or die time now. That's not a good place to be, obviously, but we do see some teams play their best when their backs are up against the ropes. The key is to just take it one game at a time and not worry about how many more wins you need.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2019 Houston Astros.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in the car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
Hitter.
Talk about being caught off guard. You won't see that but once a year. First pitch of the game, and he bunts for a knock, and now they have to deal with him on the base pass.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. A pitch out. The throw. A great time to pitch out as he'll be thrown out easily at second.
Well, they guessed right on the first pitch out. Sometimes you have to wait a pitch or two in the at-bat to try that, but they must have had a pretty good idea he was going to be on the move.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now. Expected to get a little cooler as we go on, but the temperature at game time, 68 degrees. 1-2 to DJ LeMahieu.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. He broke off a really nice breaking ball down in the zone right there, and even though this is one of the best hitters around, he waved right through it.
And he popped him up. Altuve is calling for it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting third.
So coming to the plate, Luke Voigt. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First delivery to him on the way. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
Classic case right there of an off-speed pitch, and that hitter's eyes lit up and that front shoulder went flying. He's got to find a way to keep that thing tucked and play with the big part of the field.
Behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 home. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. High in the air into shallow left center. Pollock on the run. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but that. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, you have to love the thump that Joey Gallo's providing at the plate right now. He comes into this one having taken the starter deep in 3 prior at-bats. That's a pretty good indicator that he likes facing this guy. be in for a big game.
Luis Severino is charged with keeping their hopes alive on the mound here in the League Championship Series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Luis Severino's really turned himself into an all-around pitcher. Came out of the bullpen early in his career for the Yankees. Big fastball, 96 to 100 miles an hour. Hard sliders, changeup has gotten better. And one of the things he does better than anybody in the league right now, maintains his velocity. He'll be 96, 97 in the first, 96, 97 in the 7th or 8th. Power arm, one of the best all-around arms in the game.
A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
The way he's been able to command his fastball those first 2 pitches, don't be shocked if he goes back in there again or goes up under his chin or nasty slider down and away. He has opened up his full arsenal.
The count now at 2-2. Too high, ball 3. Due next is Josh Reddick as he gets ready in the on-deck circle. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's out number 1. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's 5 for 14. He's taken him deep once. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. He pulls this one into right. Judge is right there as he takes it for the 2nd out.
Batting third, the shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1.
0-1.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Behind 0-2 now. The pitch. Here's a blooper out toward left center. In there, a base hit. And the inning extended for George Springer to bat next.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Here's George Springer, fouled away. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Heading out toward shallow right. Judge is under it, and that retires the side. Astros leave 1, and this is still a 0-0 ball game.
Leading off for the Yankees, the right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
First pitch of the at-bat. Good curveball there, gets the swing and miss. Best is kind of an interesting guy when you dig into his starting pitching tendencies. As starters go, he does a nice job of limiting base hits, but what's proven to give him trouble at times is the walk. He tends to issue a lot of free passes, more than you'd like to see.
That's an interesting note, Matty B. And I think one of the things that he doesn't give himself enough credit for, when he falls behind in the count, 2-1, 3-1, he's the kind of guy that's just not going to lay one in there and let you whack it. He'd rather start with a fresh count to a new batter. So I wouldn't look at that as a negative. He just isn't the kind of guy that's real aggressive when he falls behind in the count.
Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Chirinos recovers, but he can't get it there in time. Judge reaches on the strikeout. So not the start to the inning he was looking for as he got the strikeout, but the runner reaches anyway. At the plate, Torres. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1.
I know he got a swinging miss right there, but that was a hittable location to a really good hitter. I don't know if he gets those back if he continues to miss in those spots.
Now the 0-1. Now a ground ball for Altuve, could be 2. The second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Batting sixth, the catcher, Gary Sanchez.
So first pitch on its way. This is drilled, but right into the shift. And that's through for a hit.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
The left fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll lay off a first pitch sinker, missing down and in for a ball. 1-0. Sanchez leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. A ball and a strike. Conforto, a 6'1" left-handed hitter, but throws right-handed. He was a first-round pick during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike three. The Yanks leave one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel
leading up
set
for
to
the
lead off the
Astros,
home half of the
the
second.
first baseman, Yuli
On a less than impressive
Gurriel.
swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think he'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Boy, Devo, that's awful scary from a pitcher standpoint, but
What's it
That
feel
is
like
good.
when you hit one as a
the
hitter?
designated
You know
hitter,
it's going right at a pitch.
Joey.
yeah, it's scary from the offensive
Gallo.
standpoint as well. You know, you're taught to hit it right back where it came from, but those moments right there make you cringe as you're coming out of the box. We got lucky with that.
Joey Gallo is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. The 1-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gordon waits on it, makes the play, one away.
batting seventh.
And that'll
The
bring
third
up the
baseman,
former first-rounder Alex Bregman. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. No balls and one strike. 0-1 count and the pitch. And it's fouled away. Bregman has all the necessary skills to play great defense on the left side of the infield, and it makes him really fun to watch. He can pick it with the best of them, but what sets him apart is the huge arm. It's accurate, it's incredibly strong, certainly has the ability to uncork a throw and beat a runner. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep onto straightaway center field. Gordon is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. Had a long way to go to make that running catch, and here it is again with the show track numbers. Took a great angle at it, showed nice closing speed, and ended up running close to 110 feet to finally bring it in. No doubt in efforts his teammates are appreciative of. Into the box, A.J. Pollard. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away.
1-1.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Gordon is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1 left for Houston. We'll move to the third with no score.
Leading off for the Yankees, the third baseman, number 13, Matt.
He's ready. Here's
Duffy.
the first offering. And they start him out away with a called strike.
1-1. That's a ball.
Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Got him to chase out of the zone that time. Matt Duffy goes down for the
done.
first down here in inning number 3.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone, and then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
1-1.
Third inning, no score to this point. Grounded to first. Gurriel scoops it up, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The center fielder, number 14.
Here's D. Gordon now.
Gordon.
Here comes the first pitch.
That's a
A
ball.
ball and no strikes.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. And he fouls this one off. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Pollock has a read on it, and that's the third out. In now, Robinson Chirinos. He'll start things
Leading
out
up
here
for
in a
the
tie ball
Astros,
game.
the catcher,
Infield in the
Robinson
overshift here. Now the pitch.
Chirinos.
Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1. Oh, and that looked like the very definition of flailing there. It's even at 1.
Step out of the box and wash that one off, because that was an ugly swing.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the
next
ball
to the
as hard
Astros,
as they can, and where it
second
ends up
baseman,
isn't that big of a concern,
Jose
but that wasn't the case there.
Altuve.
That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And it's 1-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Ready on 1 and 2. Oh, that one got the pitcher. Nice recovery play to get the second out, but we'll have to make sure he's okay on the mound. And this has to be a big concern here. This ball came back and got him right in the pitching arm, and that is something you just never want to see. You can see him trying to work this one off, and from all appearances, I think they're going to let him continue, so that at least is a good sign. So stepping in, Josh Reddick. Here's the first pitch to him. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Hey. 2-1.
Stay on the attack if you're the pitcher right here. You know who's lurking, 3, 4, 5, and you'd love to see that number 3-hole hitter lead that next inning off.
3-1.
Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
The 3-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Another full count offering on its way. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Digging in for his second at-bat, DJ LeMahieu flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And he lays off for ball one. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2. Hit down the line at first. Uriel brings it in, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Breaking ball called just a bit low. That's by him for strike 1.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. It's up and out of here into the archways. So a solo shot here to left center field. His third home run of this series as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
The right fielder, number 99.
Here's big Aaron Judge. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, one run feels like 3 or 4.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
The 2-2 one more time. Hit hard down the line. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate
second
now, Torres.
Labor Torres.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High in the air down the right field line. On the move is Reddick. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Yankees are off and running early thanks to the solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 1-0 New York.
Leading up for the Astros, the shortstop,
the first offering.
Carlos
Fastball
Correa.
runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. Correa, a native of Puerto Rico. He was selected in the first round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball.
Nope,
and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Wow, that's
The center
awfully
fielder,
impressive right
number
there. The
4.
pitch before was really
Joel
close. Called the ball. What does he do?
Ringer.
He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball.
And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. No runs, 2 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
2 balls and a strike to count. Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
And a full count to George Springer. It's 3-2. Pitch popped up. Voit has room in foul territory, and he brings it in on the warning track. Now at the plate,
The first baseman, number 10.
And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. It feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. The 1-0 home is a fastball that misses. No runs, 2 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Line drive base hit. And this will kick off the wall out near the 315 sign. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double.
Yeah, some guys have the ability to rise the occasion, while some
The
guys
designated
shrink
hitter,
away when it matters the most.
Joey
This guy is a
Gallo.
He's been on fire since the postseason started, and after that hit, it looks like he doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon.
Here's Joey Gallo now. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. The set and the 1-1. Seared down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And the runner from second is in to score. It's 1-1.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason.
Third baseman number 2. Alex Bregman.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Gordon will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We played 4 full, all tied at 1-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. A bouncer to the left side. There is Altuve. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 30.
Sliding into the box, Michael Conforto comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
Great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out. The bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that means the corner infielder Matt Duffy will bat next. Fastball swung on and missed.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. And we're back in Houston. Welcome back to Minute Maid Park as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Astros manager A.J. Hinch between innings specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs. But he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Thank you, Heidi. Drops one down here, and they'll try to beat it out. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here. And as I thought might be the case based on how close that play was, they're requesting a chance to review the replay and decide whether or not to challenge the safe call.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want to do with this one.
And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Chirinos, the former Ranger, he was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a one-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Conforto is there. He's got it, and there are two down now.
Now back
to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jose Altuve. He got on top of one and was a ground down victim last time. Line drive to left. Conforto is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
DeYoung.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Softly hit here to the left side. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The center
stepping up to the plate, D. Gordon. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball on the ground. You can't beat out a fly ball in this game.
Bregman is there, so 2 pitches and 2 outs thus far.
The batter.
Ready once again, DJ LeMahieu. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1, 2, 3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Score remains deadlocked at 1.
Your
Alex
attention,
Wilson
please.
Enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 31, Alex Wilson.
Stepping up now, Josh Reddick.
Leading up
an
for
0
the
for 2
Astros,
effort for him to this point.
The right fielder, Josh.
He's set and the
Reddick.
pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Count remains at 0-2. Lined hard toward right center. Gordon is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Digging in once again, Carlos Correa. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0.
Wow, count now 1-0 with a real good slugger up at the plate. This is the time as a pitcher you have to really make some good pitches. This is not the time to just groove one right down the middle.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Still even at 2-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Sent out to straightaway center field. Gordon coasts under it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Up next for the Astros.
Standing in,
the
George Springer. 0 for 2 for him so far. He's flied out and popped out. Langer towards second. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make
the
a
first base
pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Trying to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it out the other way. Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Oh, and that is right there for strike 2.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
Here's a pop-up now. Voit moving to his left, and the inning is over. Astros leave 1. Score remains tied 1-1. Luke Voit, a hit in 2 tries for him so far.
The first
this last at bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
Oh, he chased a bad pitch that time. It's strike 1.
They haven't gotten much going against this guy so far in this one. He's been pitching well. And what are the key numbers to look at? First pitch strikes over 70% so far in this outing. The 1-1. Misses for the second ball. Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now. Two and 2 the count. Here now the 2-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Another 2-2 offering. Hard hit ball to second. Played on the backhand. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting. Right
into the box, Aaron Judge. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long. And there's out number 2.
Up next for the Yankees.
Settling in now.
The second base.
It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Well, he might be feeling a little bit of a sting there, but he can take comfort in knowing that he represents the go-ahead run. That could turn out to be a huge hit by pitch. Stepping in, Gary Sanchez. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Line drive to center field. Springer is there, and he'll make the catch to
Ladies and
retire the
gentlemen,
side.
it's time
One left
for
for
the
the Yankees.
traditional
Still
7th
tied,
inning
1 apiece.
stretch.
Digging in now, Joey Gallo.
Leading
He'll go
up
to work
for
trying
the
to do
Astros,
something about breaking this
the designated
1-1
hitter,
tie.
Joey
And he goes against the
Gallo.
shift there as this is on the ground at the left side. Now this will rattle up against the wall. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Third baseman number 2.
Yeah, and the go-ahead runner stands at second base here to start their half of the 7th. And I tell you, when they've got an opportunity like this, you've got to take advantage of it, especially this late in the ball game. We'll see if they can get it done.
Alex Bregman is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Shoots this one over to third. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the go-ahead run will move up to third and wisely hold there with nobody out.
The left fielder,
the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-row. Leadoff double, now base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
And the curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone, but if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
Line drive to left. Conforto is there. Let's see if they try it. And the throw comes in, and they will not try sending him as that go-ahead run remains
now
at third
batting,
with 1
catcher,
away now.
Robinson Chirinos.
Digging in, Robinson Chirinos, and their runners at the corners now. First offering on its way. And a high strike there, 0-1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south.
And that will bring home the runner from third to make this a 2-1 ball game.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you
now
can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
It especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jose Altuve. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Bregman at second, Chirinos at first, 1 gone. Now a curveball misses inside.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Wow, this is a pretty good at-bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back.
High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Gone as it's into the Crawford boxes. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. His first homer so far in the series, and it's suddenly a 5-1 ball game.
What a piece of clutch hitting. This team is holding on to a slim lead, and he blows this thing wide open with a 3-run blast. That could be the nail in the coffin.
Now batting, right fielder.
And now Josh Reddick. Yes, he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Wow, his manager must have a lot of faith in him, and I'm not sure why. He's given up 5 hits in this inning alone, and it doesn't look like it's going to come to an end anytime soon.
Jimmy Nelson enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning.
Number 52, Jimmy Nelson.
First pitch coming. Here it is. In there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, I'm a little shocked right there. Double play situation. He doesn't go with the sinker. He goes with the ordinary fastball in that situation.
Behind 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Rips this one to first. And that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The center fielder, number 4.
Will be the 4-hole hitter, George Springer. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. And he takes strike 2. Fastball well outside.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
Swing and a flare hit toward right. Here comes Judge. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
Now back.
Coming to the plate now, Yuli Gurriel. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses for ball 1. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
And that's through, a base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
The designated hitter.
Next will be the designated hitter, Joey Gallo. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Here in this half inning. Line drive, base hit down the line. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. 1 run is scored. And the second run will score to make this a 7-1 ball game.
I mean, that had to feel good right there.
Third baseman, number 2.
RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Alex Bregman is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Judge is under it. And that ends the inning. But it'll come at a cost as 6 cross the plate. 3 of them on this 3-run home run. We'll march on to the 8th, and the lead is stretched to 7-1. Digging in to try it again, Michael Conforto is hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, he's going to have to set his sights a little bit more over the heart of the plate. I can't have one of my best left-handed power hitters reaching and taking an ugly swing like that.
And he gets him to go after run 0-2 as this is popped in the air toward the left side of the infield.
The third baseman, number 13.
Matt Duffy looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Your
Derek
attention,
Dietrich
please.
will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something
number
started
33.
here with 1 gone in the inning.
Dietrich.
Swing and a line drive. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at bats. Both of
Now
them
batting.
hit on the absolute screws. One's
Ball.
right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Now pitching for the Astros.
Now here comes the Houston manager
Number
out of the
64.
dugout on his way to the mound.
Derek.
And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he was able to only get that first out in the 8th, but nonetheless he'll depart with the lead.
Up next for the Yankees.
So back to the top of the Yankee order, digging in, D. Gordon. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
The relay throw, and Gordon will make it all the way around to third base. He's got himself a triple.
Yeah, it might only be a drop
Now
in the ocean, but every run helps when you're down this big. That triple gets them within 5 runs, so we'll see if they can keep chipping away here.
Standing in now, DJ LeMahieu. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. On an RBI triple gets the Yankees.
Your
Derek
attention,
Dietrich
please.
is going to go ahead and stay in the ball
A
game and
defensive
play
team for
third
the
now.
Yankees. Now playing third base.
Now
Number
here it
33.
comes.
Derek.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. His batter-pitcher matchup numbers against Jimmy Nelson. He's gone 2 for 5. Hit in the air out to straightaway left field. Conforto is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting.
So
Catcher.
digging in now,
Robinson
Chirinos. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. And this is popped up. Back behind second. Torres backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
The batter. The second baseman.
Houston lineup turns over and to the plate. He went deep to the tune of a 3-run job his last time up.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out. And
now
try not to throw it right down
the right field light.
He's not going to complain, but he was thinking what the rest of us were thinking when that left his bat. Home run number 2. Didn't quite have enough, so he has to be content with a double.
Stepping in now, Josh Reddick. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. Again, another foul ball. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gordon is after it. But he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Not shortstop.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to line up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
Here's Carlos Correa now. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Astros pick up a run on the RBI double.
Please.
Last
now
chance coming up here for the Bombers. It's the Astros 8 and the Yankees 2. Hector Rondon comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Ready for another shot now. Luke Voigt. And obviously they'll need a 9th inning rally here if this series is going to make it to a game 6. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Here's a ground ball out to the shortstop, Correa. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. And there are the final numbers for the Astros starting pitcher, and he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
Swing and a miss on a slider, 0-1. Goodness, 0-2 now.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close. You can tell this guy's been in the swing mode from the minute he walked into the batter's box.
Hit on the ground toward the left. Bregman has it on the first in time, and the Yankees are down to their final out now. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch for a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. And that is just shy of the box seats, off the top of the wall. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
Now
it's not exactly Fenway Park out there in left field, but a ball off the wall is not a gimme double here either. So even though he almost drove it out of the ballpark, it was well played off the carom. They got it in quickly, and he might consider himself lucky to beat that throw into second base.
Into the box, Gary Sanchez, as he rips it on the ground to second. And no problem here, Houston. The Astros are American League champions.
Well, congratulations to them as they're now the American League champs. They're going to celebrate tonight, and then they're going to have to refocus for a run at the ultimate prize, the World Series trophy. Can't wait.
And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really made it happen with the bat in this one. You see here 2 hits, and 1 was a long ball, so he has to feel pretty good about what he did here.
For my partners, Dan Plesac, Mark DeRosa, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the American League Championship Series.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros, 8 runs on 15 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 14 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Minute Maid Park.
Welcome to the show, everyone. Thanks for making us a part of your morning. Let's jump into the latest news from around the Major League Baseball postseason. For Game 5 of the ALCS, the Houston Astros smacked 15 team hits as they pummeled the Yankees, clinching the American League pennant. They will represent the AL in the World Series starting in a couple of days. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all postseason long. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Inside the Show, your source for all postseason news. Here's a recap of yesterday's playoff baseball. In Game 6 of the National League Championship Series, the Cubs combined to give up just 5 hits as they dismantled the Giants, clinching the league pennant and the right to represent the National League in the World Series in just a couple of days. And that's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow for another postseason recap. Have a great day. Welcome to the show, baseball fans. Here's what's going on in the baseball world on this October morning. In the first game of this year's World Series, the Astros allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they crushed the Cubs 12-3. They now lead the series 1-0 heading into Game 2. And that'll do it for today. Hello, baseball fans. Thanks for joining us on this October morning. Here's what's going on around the league as the postseason rolls on. For World Series Game 2, Kyle Schwarber had 3 hits on the day as the Cubs pushed past the Astros 5-1. They've now tied the series at 1 going into Game 3. And that's what's going on around baseball here in October. Join us again tomorrow for updates from around the postseason. Welcome to the show, everyone. Thanks for making us a part of your morning. Let's jump into the latest news from around the Major League Baseball postseason. In Game 3 of the World Series, the Houston Astros bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 4-2. They take a 2-1 series lead into Game 4. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Inside the Show, your source for all postseason news. Here's a recap of yesterday's playoff baseball. For Game 4 of the Major League Baseball World Series, Albert Almora cracked 2 home runs in the game as the Cubs pushed past the Astros 4-1. They've now tied the series at 2 heading into Game 5. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today's post. Welcome to the show, baseball fans. Here's what's going on in the baseball world on this October morning. In Game 5 of the World Series, the Astros grabbed 13 hits in the game as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 10-3. They now have a 3-2 series lead going into Game 6. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all postseason long. Welcome to the show, everyone. Thanks for making us a part of your morning. Let's jump into the latest news from around the Major League Baseball postseason. For Game 6 of the World Series, the Chicago Cubs got 18 hits as they blasted the Astros 13-1. They have now tied the series at 3 games apiece and forced a decisive Game 7. And that'll do it for today's postseason recap. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Hi there, everyone. Welcome to this special postseason edition of Inside the Show. For the 7th and final game of the Major League Baseball World Series, Anthony Rizzo had a total of 3 RBIs on the day as the Cubs pushed past the Astros, clinching the World Series championship. It has been a storybook season for them, and they will look to repeat as champions next year.